Okay, let's do this, guys. I think we're back. The Squirrels Who Squabbled by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Okay, now let's see what this book's all about, shall we? Greedy squirrels, Cyril and Bruce, both have their sights on a very special prize. The last pine nuts of the season, that's right. The race is on! A laugh out loud tale about friendship and learning to share from the best-selling creators, The Lion Inside. Yes. Heartfelt message, delightfully conveyed. Oh, okay, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, now we're going to read The Squirrels Who Squabbled. Yes, by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Okay, for Robbie, bestest sharer of everything in life except chips, Barbie. For our dear little Lola, aka the double Chinese guru, welcome to the world, JF. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. The Squirrels Who Squabbled by Rachel Bright and Jim Field for our story time. In a towering forest where summer had been, the cool air bit fresh and the mosses grew green. And as autumn edged in and the sky raised red, the sleepiest creatures got ready for bed. While up in a tree swung a flighty young squirrel who everyone knew as Spontaneous Cyril. Guys, mate Cyril, and he is spontaneous. Okay. Now, for most foresty folk had seen to their needs through the plentiful months of mushrooms and sheets. They'd built up their stores so they'd all be well fed through the frosting of winter that glittered ahead. Everybody is preparing for the winter. Winter is coming. But Cyril, he lived in the now and the here. He'd adventure and partied his way through the air. So his cupboard was empty, his hollow was bare. He hadn't a mouthful of food anywhere, guys. Okay, somebody's been partying with no work. That's right, with no work. Now his cupboard was empty. The winter is here and his cupboard was empty. Oh no! Oh no! But wait! What was that? Over there, take a look. A single lone pine cone wedged in a nook. He squealed with delight and for very good reason. For inside were the very last nuts of the season. Yes, yes, yes. But Cyril wasn't alone. There were more hungry eyes. Yes, yes, who were they? Plan ahead, Bruce had his sights on the prize. Okay, guys, let's meet Bruce. Let's meet Bruce. Though he'd gathered a mountain of bounty, hard fought, Bruce was convinced he was wine pine consort. I must simply have it, he wistfully cried, as he dreamed of the fresh, juicy pine nuts inside. Guys, as you can see, that's Bruce, and he has the mountain of food, but he was wine pine cone short. So He simply must have it. That's right, he simply must have it. So, as Cyril set off on his way to the ground, Bruce, he was also lost pinecone bound. They sprinted and scurried with no time to gamble. They scratched at the bark in their scampering scramble. But their panic and haste shook the tip of the spruce, and the pinecone it trembled. Then it came loose. Oh no! The last pinecone came loose. Both squirrels gave chase at a lightning pace. This was the start of a wild, naughty race. "It's mine!" shouted Cyril. "No, mine!" hollered Bruce. "You don't stand a chance! Give up, it's no use!" "I'm hungry!" cried Cyril. "The scone is not yours!" "Stay back!" shouted Bruce. "The scone's my stores!" Okay, guys, now they are chasing! And it boinged over bushes and flew through the air. It binged on the nose of a slumbering bear. It bounced over boulders, then came to a stop. Don't move. Then tittered and wobbled and quivered and bloop! Both squirrels followed. Oh, the water was fast. Would they learn that they needed each other at last? But each was intent on how he could swim, how he could win, so they didn't quite notice a bear sweeping in. Oh, there's a bird there, guys. Oh, almost there. Cyril and Bruce, they watched in dismay as their cone disappeared up and away. "Come back!" shouted Cyril. "They are our nuts!" explained Bruce. But all hope was gone. It was simply no use. And meanwhile they drifted right up to the ledge. Greed, it was driving them over the edge. Guys! Cyril and Bruce had taken a fall. They were paying the price for wanting it all. They'd squandered their chances to team up and share. Would their naughty young hopes simply end in despair? Hopefully not. Okay, guys, let's see what happens. Bruised and bedraggled, they swept past dry land. Cyril grabbed at the branch with a trembling hand. Catching Bruce with the other, he heaved and he huffed and dragged him to safety with panting and puffs. They stared at the sky, quite lost in deep thought, until Bruce looked at Cyril and laid out a snark. "How silly we are," he proclaimed, and a chuckle. "How greedy you've been," snorted Bruce with a giggle. "We shall change from today, may the squabbling cease. We should celebrate, seeing we're both in one piece." Now they're giggling alright, they almost died. From that day and forward, they made a great pair. They would gather together and found they could share. Yes, Cyril and Bruce, they knew in the end. The best thing to share is a laugh with your friend. That's right, yay! Cheers for Bruce and Cyril. Friends forever. Now they remain friends forever, sharing everything.